Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frank Mularcik, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all the dividends I received from my dividend portfolio in the month of April, and just a general portfolio update for how my portfolio is looking moving forward, and all the key numbers that we want to keep track of and see how those are progressing over time. So as always, we're just going to start off looking at the portfolio as it was at the beginning of the month last month, and you can see over here on the right we got a decent number of dividend increases. So we'll look at those real quickly. So the first one, these aren't in order of when they were announced, but just in order of how my spreadsheet is sorted. So the first one we're going to look at is from Travelers. They had a 12-cent annual increase, which is 3 cents per quarter increase, which is about a 3.5% increase, which is not bad. And I think that is pretty much in line with their recent history of the amount they increase their dividend every year. And then Apple, we got a 1 cent increase per quarter for a total increase of 4 cents, which is a 7-cent increase in total, which I will take any day of the week. That's pretty good. I was definitely hoping for a little bit more from Apple, but you take what you get. And then from Johnson & Johnson, we got basically a 20-cent increase annually, which is an increase of 5 cents per quarter. So that's about a 5% increase, which again, I think that's pretty much in line with what they've been doing in the past few years. So obviously you want to hope for more, but that's fine as well. We'll update that. And then Procter & Gamble, this is one I was pretty excited about. They came in with a 10% increase, which turns out it was about a 32 cent increase annually, which is 8 cents per quarter in increase per quarter. So we'll update that one. And then the last one was Southern Company, just a little bit of an increase, about 8 cents annually, which comes out to 2 cents per quarter increase, and that's about 3%. Utilities are steady dividend payers, and they're really not going to increase the dividends a ton. So you don't expect a ton from something like that company, but you always hope for more, obviously. And then looking down at the annual dividends, you can see it's around $36.62. And I want to point this out because it is higher because of those increases than it was at the end of last month. Even though I didn't even add any positions yet. I haven't updated the spreadsheet. So we're going to actually look at my video from last month, and you can see I was at $36.17 after I updated everything. And then now we're at $36.62. So that's about a 45-cent increase, I believe. Yeah, that's 45 cents. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but my portfolio is pretty small, so it's pretty awesome that just in this 1 month we got some dividend increases, and we were able to increase our income without even having to buy any more shares or invest any more money. So that's really exciting to see. So now we're just going to download this transaction history here from April 1st to April 30th, and then we'll open up this command prompt and run our script here. And get it running, and then it's going to ask us to select the file we want, and then we're going to select that file that we just downloaded, and then it's going to go and run, and in a few minutes I will come back with the results. So the script has finished running, and you can see as normal we made our deposit of $45 this month, and we really did not make many purchases this month either. I just did not feel like there was many good deals on the whole. I'm definitely trying to find more good deals, and maybe I should add like another stock so I can keep investing, but it just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of good deals that I'm looking at or that I'm seeing from the stocks that I already own. So I invested about $10 into JP Morgan and about $13 into Travelers for a total amount invested of around $23. And then I also did make a sell. I sold my 3 shares of Nokia for about $12.33 in total, and I just did that mostly just because I was just tired of holding them, and wasn't the happiest with what I was doing with them and why I bought them in the first place. So figured I'd sold. I made a little bit of profit on the whole. As you'll see when we look a little bit further on, it really wasn't as much profit as I was thinking, but that's fine. And then looking at the dividends, we received about 49 cents for our half a share of JP Morgan, about 55 cents for our 1.5 shares of Cisco, 74 cents for our 1.85 shares of Leggett & Platt, and around 50 cents for our 1.25 shares of Coca-Cola. So that brings us to a total amount of $2.30, which I am pretty excited about, to be honest. And then you can see here just our transactions that we had just entered into the spreadsheet. And then if you look at the sell of Nokia up here at the top, you can see it's listed, and we took a total profit on our whole position of around 70 cents. So nothing crazy there, but better than a loss. And I will definitely be moving that money into something that I think is going to return me a little bit better than that. And then just looking at the overall spreadsheet again, you can see that our annual income is above $37 now, $37.16. So that's what, around 50 cents of an increase. So again, nothing crazy, but it's all about incremental increases, little bit by bit. And that's what I really care about, and I think is cool to see, over time. So our dividend CAGR right now is around 6.85%. I'm definitely working on getting that up a little bit higher. Our yield is 2.83%, which is pretty conservative. I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, our annual income is $37.16, and our value, our portfolio is right around $1,400, a little bit above that, which includes about $111 of cash at the moment. And then these are my investments by the sector. If you haven't seen that before, they probably haven't changed that much. I believe the only sector I don't have is real estate, and that's just because of the tax implications. So I do own realty income in my Roth IRA, just because of the tax advantages there. So I haven't included that in this display. And then just taking a look at my sort of performance calculation here over at the right. You can see that it looks like our return so far on our investment is about $240, which is about 20%, which I am very happy with. I think, over the past year and a half since I started investing, the market has probably returned a little bit more. Maybe we can check that out. That would be interesting to see how the market has done. We'll just look at the S&P 500. We'll look back 5 years, and then I started right around December. We'll call it right there. So if we look, the market's done about 29% compared to my 20%. But like I've said in the past, I'm just getting started. I'm over time have gotten more confident and more capable with investing. I certainly didn't really make any money or realize any returns for that matter in the first 6 months probably. So it's whatever. I'm happy with how I'm doing at this point, and that's really all I can change at this point is what I do moving forward. And then you can see, like I said, these dividends, they got plopped right here in the table, and then we'll look by month. It looks like we got $2.30 in April, which was drastically higher than the $1.12 we got last January, which is when the same companies paid. And some of the reason for that is because just because of how JP Morgan pays out. They basically always pay out on the last day of the month, and then if that happens to be on a weekend, then it just goes into the next week, and then it's technically part of the next month. So in that case, in January, our JP Morgan dividend was considered part of February, and then also in January we didn't receive a dividend from Coca-Cola, which normally will pay in the first month of the quarter, but they pay kind of weirdly sometimes. So in this case, they actually paid that dividend in December, so that's a little bit off, but that's the reason January was a little bit lower, which makes April look a bit better. But it's still nice to see that we got a nice jump there, and hopefully we'll see some continued progression as we move into May. And then by quarter, you can see it's just the start of the second quarter, but we see a nice uptrend there. And then on the year, obviously we haven't really completed a significant portion of the year, but it is awesome to see that we've gotten over half of the dividends that we received through all of 2020, and that's just throughout 4 months so far. So that is encouraging to see. And then if we look at this these little graphs here, and I run this script, we'll get a little bit of an update here on May 1st, and we can see that the dividend income increased from about $36.17 at the end of last month to $37.16. So it's almost $1 increase, which is awesome. And then the dividend CAGR was 6.73% and moved up a little bit to 6.85%. So obviously not much of a change there, but slow and steady wins the race, right? That's what they say. So I'm happy just with small progress over time, and eventually I think I will be doing pretty well. So let me know how much you guys received in the month of April in dividends and how your portfolios are looking. I would love to hear that, and I'm just really looking forward to looking back on this video, in a few years and being able to see all the progress I make, because it's really encouraging just to see that bit by bit progress. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will leave some links right up here to some other videos, and maybe the dividend income video from last month. So if you guys want to check out that video, I'll leave it up there. And thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.